Runner: The Death Cure. So Maze Runner: The Death Cure is the last movie in the Maze Runner trilogy that started way back in 2014, I believe. The movie took a 3-year hiatus because the lead actor in the movie, I believe he broke his leg or whatever, so they're like, yeah, we gotta push production back. So now in 2018, we finally have the concluding chapter to the Maze Runner trilogy, and is it good? Also, it's a pretty decent movie, be it so familiar, so predictable. So many other final chapters that have come out between Maze Runner 1 and now Maze Runner 3. We've had Harry Potter, we've had The Mockingjay, we've had Divergent, we have all that shit. We've seen a lot of in-game stuff, so this movie, is bringing anything new to the table? Not really, but it's still at the same time, it's the end of the Maze Runner trilogy. If you're a fan of the book, fan of the movies and everything, this is a pretty decent movie to go see. You could see our Maze Runner crew growing up a little bit older, and now they're back again for one last final stand against Wicked and Madam President Bitch, and yeah, they're gonna stick it to them. I was looking into it, looking at the pros and the cons, why I believe that the Maze Runner: The Death Cure is in theaters. I'm gonna go check this movie out. I think you'll have a good time with it. Alright, forever adding the movie. I'm not gonna say the name of any of the actors in the movie. Just know that our main cast from our main Maze Runners, they're back in this movie. They'll be still running, still kicking ass, still doing what they're doing, fighting a good fight, just sticking it to Wicked. They're doing their job good. My man Tom, he's back again, leading the charge and everything, and he's functional in his role. Oh, not knocking my socks off. He's not the next Jennifer Lawrence or nothing, but hey, for our resistant leader, he got it done. And yeah, moving on. The movie's very simple. It's the last chapter in a trilogy of movies, so you know what last chapters mean. We have our heroes leading their last stands against the big baddies that they've been fighting with since Maze Runner 1, and now they gotta stick it to Wicked and Madam Bitch. And in order to take them down and get their friend back, more or less the movie opens up in a big ass action scene, so it already gets you invested. What leads to a pro in the movie, I will say that there's a lot of action in this movie. There's not a lot of downtime in it. There's like, you know, final chapter downtime shit. People gotta, you know, dialogue, cause they like, yeah, you know, my last minute stuff. But more or less the movie is very, very action packed. Like I said, it opens up in a very big ass elaborate action scene involving the train and shit. I was like, oh, okay, I'm locked in. Here we go. So, as final chapters movies go, this movie does hit me on some emotional level of stuff like that. You know, there are things that happen and I'm like, this shit is getting to be fucked. People are dying and it's just like, well, the guy, you guy. And it's good to see some bad guys actually get their comeuppance, especially him, Jensen. I was like, you, sir. I was so happy when he finally got his ass kicked, and yeah. Now, to get to the cons of the movie, because the movie is not perfect. Like I said, the number one con of this movie, I'll say, is that it's so familiar and plays it so safe. And like I said, we've had Mockingjay Part 2. We've had, you know, Deathly Hallows Part 2. We've had a lot of movies that have been the last chapter in their trilogy, and this movie pretty much, it's just like those movies, but it's just so safe by the numbers. But there were so many tropes, there's so many things that happened in this movie, I just like called it. And because I've seen movies like this done before. I've seen the last chapter in a movie done like this before, so you're gonna have certain things that's gonna be like, okay, that's gonna happen in 3, 2, 1, yeah. Ending's gonna happen in 3, 2, 1, yeah, I know how it's gonna go. Like I said, if you've seen the last chapter in almost any movie that's come out in the past decade, then you've seen Maze Runner: The Death Cure. Third con I think I should just address just because it's a thing and everything. Not really the movie's fault, but like I said, in Maze Runner Part 2, that came out in like 2015. Now this movie came out in 2018. There's like that 3-year gap that you pretty much just like, what even happened in the last movie? So the movie kind of does rely on you to be a fan of the books and to be a diehard fan of the series, so you could be like, oh yeah, locked into this shit, here we go. Now, literally first half of the movie was just like, oh shit, who are you people again? Oh my god, I don't know, I'm a little embarrassed. But it still started coming back to me because the movie does address like, yeah, it's been 3 years and everything, so we gotta kind of remind everybody who everybody is, what they're fighting for. So I'm like, okay, for us slow folks who checked out here 3 years ago, we're on board. So at the end of the day, like I said, The Maze Runner: The Death Cure is a pretty enjoyable movie. It's a pretty decent movie, nice final chapter in this trilogy that they're going for. A little 3 years overdue, but hey, acting in the movie was pretty good. The actors in the movie, they did their job and they played their parts pretty good. Very predictable throughout. You've seen this kind of movie done before, but at the same time, it's a January movie and it's the final chapter in a trilogy based off a book. Come on. You already know. So that being said, I'm going to easily say that The Maze Runner: Death Cure is indeed a 7 out of 10, which is worth seeing at matinee. Subscribe. Until next time.
Here they come.